Hi there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures. Welcome back to my channel, and today I thought we would just do a final flip through of this massive but beautiful journal, the Lace and Ladies journal, and it's full of both. There's lace everywhere and all sorts of bits of fabric, and I just love it. So I thought we'll just do a final flip through in detail, and then we'll consign her to history and move on. So the fabric on the cover is a Tim Holtz fabric, which I really love. So I didn't want to cover it completely with the lace, but I put a fair amount of lace on it, as you can see. Some vintage lace down here. There's a whole lovely feather. I love the feather. I think it just gives it that finishing touch. Really like that. Bit of lace all the way around, but we've still got some of the fabric showing, and I really love this fabric, so I didn't want it to be totally covered up. And then we've got some sari silk and lace as the closure. And luckily it was long enough to do it up, even though it's got bigger and bigger and bigger as time has gone on. I'm just untying it. It's a bit complicated when you've got two things together, two bits. So we've got the lace and the sari silk all together. And then when we open it up, so it's lined with this lovely sort of damask, navy blue shiny damask fabric, which is gorgeous. And it's got a pocket here, another pocket here. I haven't put anything in the little pocket. I think it just looked pretty. Don't think it needs any more. And then we've got this piece in the pocket, which I made as part of Roxy's Weekly Challenge. And we used four kits in this journal, I think, all by Shabby Dabby Doodah. It was the Bella Rose kit, Myrtle Cottage, Pink Ladies, and Covent Garden. They're the four kits I used, all by Shabby Dabby Doodah, all to be found in her Etsy shop. So, and then I've used quite a nice fair bit on the edge of this lovely lace that I bought when I was in Morocco. And it does actually have that Moroccan look to it, just the pattern of it. So, but the colour works perfectly with these colours in this journal. So the colours are sort of pinks and blues. It's a bit of a mixture of both, which is quite nice to do. And there's some some jelly printed paper I've in here, which I have stenciled on the back. This is a Roxy's Weekly Challenge pocket. This pocket, and also this piece here, where you've got just a little bit of paper on the back for journaling. And another journal card, also made as part of Roxy's Weekly Challenge. A lot of her stuff is making an appearance in this journal. And that's another journal card there, which can just pops behind here. Put this in here. There we are. And we've got some, so this is from the Covent Garden kit. Another Roxy's Weekly Challenge pocket, which opens up. There's some journaling here. You could put a little piece of something here to journal with. I haven't done, and then I've just put a nice little tag in here with some lace on it as a topper. So neither go behind there. There's two options here. I've just put it in the pocket as part of that's included here, but you could put something else behind it. But it was just getting so full, I didn't want to put any more in. This is from the Pink Ladies. And then just a few little bits of the snippet roll that we made as part of the 2024 Little Bits of Lace with Corey Darman. And then there's a double pocket here. So there's this journal card on here. And in the little journal card, I think this was made from a masterboard that I made. That just pops in there, so that's for writing on the back. There we go. And where have we got to? There we go. And there's another. So some of the pockets I've used I made quite a long time ago, and they all seem to work in here because I do love using ladies as my focal points on some of my things. So I have found there was quite a lot of things that worked quite well in this journal. this very simple journal card here. This is from a piece of scrapbooking paper. I just think that went quite nicely in there. This is a paper bag that I've used as part of the signature, and it's all been decorated. And it's got a journal card in here. I love this journal card. And it's backed, so you can write on that. Let's just pop it back in here. If I can get. Sometimes these things are a bit difficult to open. Well, I always find them difficult. Right, that goes in there. Yeah, I mean, there's a whole video on how I decorated this paper bag, and there's another couple of other bits I did at the same time. More from the snippet roll. There's the middle. This is from Myrtle Cottage. There's the other half of the paper bag. And we just have in here, this is just a printable from Roxy's Challenge. No, not Roxy's Challenge. Roxy's Weekly. No, what am I talking about? Roxy Creations. I get the two mixed up because I do the challenge so often. So this is just one of her journal cards, but my brain's not working. This is one of her antique letters. It's a digital kit, but it's all been inked up, and it's made to look I've made it look as real as possible, but it's been printed on the back, so there's plenty of journaling space on there. And so that goes into this part of the paper bag. Oop, there we go. Pop that there. And another bit of the snippet roll. This is a flip out pocket from Roxy's Weekly Challenge. A little journal card there, that's from the Covent Garden. I didn't do anything much to it apart from sewing around it and adding a topper. Sometimes you just have to keep things a little simpler, don't you? And a lot of these images you're seeing with these ladies, this was just a pack I bought from Temu. I think it was just called Victorian Pack or something like that, Victorian Papers. Just a little pack, but it's worked really well in this journal. I've used quite a lot of them because I had lots of beautiful images of ladies in lovely gowns, and I've really enjoyed using it. This is a belly band I made a long, long time ago, but it worked really well in this journal. And then this popped behind it. This is from Roxy's Weekly Challenge. So it's a beautiful piece of embroidery. This from a tablecloth and just various bits. And it's just held together with a brad, so it can all be pulled apart. So there's an old, there's a vintage postcard. It's a genuine vintage postcard there. Bit of painted paper, bit of book page. So a variety of bits and pieces just hiding behind there. I think I've missed a bit. Yeah, a little ticket there. So I thought that went lovely in here, and it just pops behind the belly band. Okay, and there we go. Just a little ruffle, fabric ruffle with a trim. And there we go. And then this is a glassine bag that I made as part of a challenge with its own. Came with it. Well, I just added this little journal tag to it that I already had, which you can write on. So that goes inside, and then added another little journaling card made as part of the challenge with some stamped fabric, a few other bits, some stray bits of thread, and that just pops in there behind the bag. And yep. Then this is just a pocket I made from this is a printable postcard, and I've just decorated it up and added a little fabric ruffle on the side. And then this is one of did in Roxy's Weekly Challenge. These are all from last year. I haven't done so much this year because obviously we're only in February. Oh, actually it's 1st of March today. And then there's a journaling card. It's just a printed vintage postcard. I think this is one of mine, and I've just made some journaling space on the back. So that's gone in there. So this would be one you could just clip to a page, but I decided to put it in the pocket instead. And then we've got, so we've done one signature. Second signature, it's a little pocket I've had for quite a long time that I made with Natasha from Treasure Books. Nice little pocket made with some scrapbooking paper. A couple of teeny tiny tags in there, but they're both, you know, they've both got writing space on the back, so you can write on both of those. And then another tag behind here. There we are. And then we have another very lovely lacy pocket here with some little flowers. Made this a long time ago. It's been lovely to actually use some of the things I made a long time ago in this journal, because so much of what I've made, it kind of lent itself to the journal. This was a journal kind of waiting to be made, I think, for the last couple of years, because I feel like I've been making stuff for it for a long time, just because it's what I love to make. And this is a lovely piece from Roxy's Weekly Challenge again, using some really old, I think this is some of her braggy paper, and it's just got a little journaling, bit of journaling space attached behind it. Pops in there. I love her. I love all these ladies. They're all from, I can't remember the kit. I'll have to look it up. There's a number of kits I bought over the years with beautiful images of ladies because I really like them. So I think this is an Artie Mays one. So this is an envelope that I've used as the extra piece in my signature for this one. And again, one of these stamped pieces of fabric made into a journaling card or tag. This was a piece from the Tracy Fox Compendium. I was working on that, beginning of not last year, 2022 I made this. One of the things I did just after I had my surgery on my shoulder, and it was something I was just working on because they were nice and straightforward to put together. And it went really well in this journal, so I thought that can go in. It's got the right colours, it's got the right theme, so that was added. And then we've got this one that's been clipped on with a paper clip from Shabby Dabby Doodah. Isn't that pretty? So this is a paper bag made from Roxy's Weekly Challenge, and inside it just another journal card from that Temu set that I bought. I think that went just nicely in there. So let's just clip that back on. There we are. Love that in there. And this middle page is from the Pink Ladies. Right, this is another very old pocket that I had that I've been hanging on to for a long time. It's got a selection of tags, and it's got a little double journal card here. Well, it's like a file folder journal card. That one. And then at the back we've got an envelope. Just got, I need to just glue that lace down a little bit because it's all racking up. Let's just do that. Do a bit of remedial work as we go along, as we need to. There we are. Right, lace fixed. And inside this little envelope, we've got a piece of paper from, I think it's from the Covent Garden kit. Just a little bit of journaling space. You can write on the back of there. thought that went really well with the colours of this envelope, even though the envelope's for another kit by Shabba Dabba Doo Doll. I do have a lot of her kits, you may have noticed. This kit was Birds and Blossoms. So although they're different, they all go really well together, don't they? There we are. Okay, so that one is, so that's that pocket. There is room to put something in the side, but I haven't because it's a very full journal, as you've probably seen. Here we've got a little double pocket folded over sideways, little journal card in here, and then another piece from one of the kits. I think this might be a Myrtle Cottage piece for journaling on. It's been printed on the back, popped in there. I realised I needed to keep some of my things that I'm tucking into the pockets fairly thin because it was getting too bulky to put too many journal cards, and tags, thick ones, in too many. So another piece from the Temu, I think it's the Victorian Papers or something like that. I can't remember what it was called. And of course, when you get them, it doesn't tell you the name of what was on the description on the website. It doesn't give it any name. You just get the pad. But I have used a lot of it in this journal, and there's lots left still. And then there's a window pocket on the back. I haven't put anything here. I could do, but I haven't to show through. But it's got quite pretty coffee dyed patterning on the back, so I'm not too worried. A vellum pocket, Roxy's Weekly Challenge, of course, with a tag that I just made to go in there. There we are. Another pocket that I've had knocking around for a long time, and I just added this piece. But these are some Italian ladies. It's the kit from Roxy Creations. Another one of these ones where you've got a pocket on the back to put some journaling card. So I've just got a vintage postcard that's been scanned, just to do as a journal card in there. It's just a pretty piece. It hasn't got a lot of journaling space on it, but I just think it looks really pretty. Lots of fun to make as well. Okay, and now we're in the last signature. Another paper bag, decorated with some embroidered fabric and with a journal card inside. In there. And a triple pocket in theory. So we've got a pocket here with a pretty little tag in there, and another pocket at the side here. So I've just put a small journal card in there just to show there, and there is space to put another one behind here, and again I've left it empty because I think it's got enough. It's quite bulky already. And then we have a side tuck. So it was a wraparound side tuck, so this is the other part of it. And then I've just popped an envelope that was made quite a while ago with some scrapbooking paper. And another one of these little journal cards. I haven't sewn around this one. Probably forgot. Looks like it could do with some ink actually. A little bit of white showing around the edge. So I'll ink it, but I don't think I'll worry about sewing this one. It just need to get rid of those little bit of white showing around the edge. This beautiful lacy digital that I've used for the backing, this is by Liana Scrap. I think it's called Lace Delight. So I thought that's a beautiful paper to put on the back there in this lacy journal. There we are, and then that can go, pops in there. And then the other part of the flip over, or the flip round, I can't remember what we call them. And it's just got another piece from another antique letter, digital by Roxy's Weekly, no, by Roxy Creations. I keep wanting to say Roxy's Weekly Challenge. So that's been printed on the back, folded up, and it's got a slightly, almost like a bluish tinge to it. So I'm going to have it that way around so we can see this. And I'll just pop that in here. Just gets a little bit caught on the on these corners, the thumb notch corners. There we are. It's gone in, that's it. I had to battle with it first of all, but it seems to be going in now. And yes, lots of pretty bits on the edges of the pages. Another belly band, and this one has got this piece in it, which is a Roxy's Weekly Challenge piece, which is a pull-out journaling place. Well, you could journal on some of this. It's not too heavily decorated, but then there's definitely a lot more journaling space on that side. And that just folds up and pops behind here. This is another belly band I made a very long time ago. It's been lovely to use up some of these things. And that's just got a little bit stuck there. It's a bit more of my jelly printing, a bit of decorative snippet on there. Another little pocket, little vellum pocket, nice little journal card tucked in. You can just see her peeping through. And this middle page is from the Covent Garden kit. So I've tried to do, each signature has got a different middle page from a different kit and a different outside paper from a different one of the kits. Then we have a pretty pocket here with a tag. Another ruffle with a bit of trim on it. There's another paper bag made with some pattern vellum that I had. Again, Roxy's Weekly Challenge, of course. And again, a tag that I had already that I just popped in there because I thought it would go quite well. There's lots of journaling space in this in this journal, but I think when you get to the back, it could be a challenge. Definitely a challenge to do any journaling at this point. But you could stick pictures on it. Journaling card in this pocket. Well, actually, this is a wraparound pocket. And there's the other side of it. A couple of little bits in there. Journal card, stamped again. And this is just a piece of writing paper from Myrtle Cottage. Might just, as that's got a bit bent over, I might just ink that up a bit. Embrace the fact that it's got a bit bent and make it look a bit old. Ink it up a bit more. Gives it an extra look of more of a vintagey look. Hang on, I've missed that bit there. Put that in. Okay, and we'll put that in front of it as well. So that's those. A nice long piece of the snippet roll there. I think it looks really pretty. We have a little corner tuck here with some more writing paper. Just folded up and popped in. And then the last thing is the other side of the paper bag, and it's been decorated again from, well, that's from the Temu pack. This is from a Shabby Dabby Doodah kit, and inside it one last quite nice big antique letter from Roxy Creations with more journaling space on the back. That way, because then you get the nice seal at the front. Slide that in there. Is it going anymore? Nope, that's not going to go any further in, but it's still inside the journal, so that's fine. And that's it. That is the end of this giant, gorgeous journal. I've had so much fun creating her. Been using all my favourite things. And, yep, there she is. Let's just tie her up again. And that's it. That's my Lace and Ladies journal. Loads of fun. But now she's done. So thank you for joining me to go through this with me, just to remind me of all the things that we did in it. And yeah, she's going to be going on my shelf now. Okay, thank you for joining me again, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.